What's up, and welcome back to the Scuff Test Podcast for episode number 292. Wonder? He didn't do anything. He just turned. What was that?
I screamed, but it didn't pick up on the.
Is Aspen home? Is she gonna barge through the door? Like, what happened? What's wrong?
No, she's not off work yet.
Okay. Nice. Love that. That's good. That's funny. That's good. That's funny.
Yep. At least my mic's working the way it should.
Or not working.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to not pick up people screaming through a mic. I mean,
Not.
your mic picks you up pretty well when you're screaming in the mic,
Well, because my mic is
Especially when-
not broken. Hello?
especially when we're playing Valorant.
Yeah. Sorry. I unpaused. Yeah, I unpaused the timer, and it wasn't going on stream. It was just stuck there.
I wondered. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't realize that the timer was still stuck because it was moving on the tracker end. So I hadn't checked OBS, and then I was like, wait, what the hell? Hey guys, it wasn't over the first week, and now it's like 3 weeks in. Not really, it's only 2. A whole 15 days. It's all Wonder's fault.
not my fault. I haven't done anything.
No, you've done some. You've done in the grand scheme so far of this subathon, you've done quite a bit. You owe me songs, by the way. I think I told you that. I might not have. You do.
Oh,
And then you owe all of us songs as soon as we're done with this. You owe me
Oh.
songs for the playlist, and then once we figure out Music Monday, you'll owe the world songs.
yeah. Well, I'll probably be gone, so
So do it at volleyball. This is more important.
we'll see what time things happen. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Volleyball's gonna be rough because I am very tired. I left the house at 4 o'clock this morning, and but successfully got what we left with the house at 4 o'clock for. So,
Nice.
what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I got to leave the house earlier to make it to my hunting area, which is rough because that's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
Big rough, yes. But I got my 4-wheeler loaded on the trailer, got it all hooked up, and then now I got to go play volleyball here in a minute.
So you're taking your 4-wheeler with you to volleyball?
No, I'll just steal my fiance's truck.
That's crazy.
And, yeah.
That's theft.
No,
That's Grand Theft
Bought and
Auto,
paid for.
actually.
bought and paid for.
What? No.
I bought her a sparkly rock, so now everything that she owns is mine.
That's crazy.
That's how that works.
No.
Well, yeah. You don't think she hasn't, claimed everything of mine already?
Well, she did that long before you gave her anything sparkly.
Right. I just wanted to make it feel like, I was just trying to validate her,
Oh, that's all that was? Just validating some feelings, that's it? Not yours, just
Well, no,
hers.
Yeah. Well,
I'm trying to
just
get you
make
in
her-
trouble. She'll never see this, but I'm trying to get you in trouble. Somebody will clip it
She
and ship
actually,
it. Oh, no.
now she actually listens to our podcast every once in a while when she's driving to and from.
Successful. Then I am trying to get you in trouble actively.
Yes.
Also, hi.
No. Yeah. No, she could beat me up if she wanted.
True.
You think I'm badass? You should see my woman.
True, we all actively tell her to also, and she just doesn't. She's too nice to you.
Yeah. I don't know about that. She's
I
always
do.
like, I missed you. I miss you. I miss talking to you because she works at the prison, so she can't have her phone on you. So she's like, oh, I missed you. I missed you. And she comes home and bullies me. I'm like, what the hell did you miss? Bullying me?
Yes.
Yes. Like, well, I want you to start being nice to me. I want you to quit being mean to me.
Never gonna happen.
I know. Galaxy. Poor Wonder. So, I have a feeling you're not going to want to talk sports this time. So,
I ain't afraid to talk sports. I'm not afraid to talk when my team loses. There might be
I
certain
don't know.
people who are, but I have never been that guy. I have actively gone on the internet immediately after every embarrassing Vikings loss in the history of the team. Just because some people ain't got that in them doesn't mean it's me. I ain't no bitch.
I'm saying because you lost, it was just a blah game. Like, just nothing happened, in my opinion.
Dude.
It was just,
JJ looked bad. The O-line looked bad. The play calling looked bad. The defense looked okay, other than, I mean, Bijan's Bijan. But, like, you
Yeah.
still contained him. They didn't score a touchdown until the game was over, and it wasn't even Bijan.
Right.
If you can walk
Well,
out of a game against Bijan and say you didn't give up a touchdown to Bijan, I think you did okay.
right. Well, and then the other thing is, like, the defense was on the field 98% of the time.
And even then,
'Cause
it
the
was still,
Vikings-
like, good the whole
Yeah,
time.
and the Vikings, they're like, the Vikings offense would go out there and 3 and out and punt the ball away, and then the defense is fucking out there again. They haven't even caught their breath yet, and they're back on the field.
You know why I don't want
Not
to
to
talk about
mention-
it? The real
What?
reason. Did you see the news?
Who got hurt?
JJ
Are you fucking kidding me?
sprained his ankle in, like, the second quarter. Because there's a clip of him on the sideline getting his ankle entirely retaped. And Carson Wentz is, like, standing up, throwing like he's about to go in. The lights go down at the stadium. They come back up, and JJ's on the field. Fucking weird as shit. Looked like devil magic. Because I keep seeing people, I think this is just a cover-up. Look at him on the last play of the game, and it's like, yes, he hurt his ankle. But as we saw with Mahomes last year, he hurt his ankle, immediately went back in the game, and kept acting like Mahomes. Because in the moment, it hurts. Then your adrenaline kicks up, and it stops hurting, and then the game ends, and you cry for a while. That's how a sprained ankle works.
Unless you're like me, who thought they sprained their ankle, but actually broke the side of their foot.
Or that. But you're just dumb. So,
No. The college I was
God,
playing
those
at
are
that
still
had a brand new fucking field with potholes underneath of it. Like, because it's turf, so it's like carpet, and it's like not having floor underneath the carpet until you don't know it's there until you step in it. And
I hate
having
that.
400 pounds of man meat on me, not very good on an ankle.
Yeah. But yeah, the Vikings, it just wasn't good football. But yeah, JJ's hurt. Aaron Jones is hurt. Darrisaw's still hurt. Ryan Kelly got hurt. So 2 of our offensive linemen down now, plus our running back, plus JJ. So yeah, Sunday's game went from really fun, Joe Burrow and Jamar versus JJ and JJ, to now Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Football.
It started really fast and ended really fast. This season.
But it's okay. If anything, if there's anything I know from the history of the Minnesota Vikings, is that we're about to lose dramatically in the NFC Championship game with Carson Wentz at quarterback, because that's how it works.
Right.
I've seen this film before.
No.
Literally like 8 years ago.
Last year.
Well, no. That one wasn't. Sam Darnold was always the starter. People are just stupid. Now, I do think JJ would have ended up taking over after the Jacksonville game, but, we're not going to talk about that. Did you see that the Chiefs are fucking stupid, and I hate all of them? A bunch of their players wearing free 4 shirts with Rashee Rice all over them because he's suspended. But normally when you're saying free them, that means they're innocent and not a guy who, crashed his Lamborghini at 119 miles an hour, hitting 6 other vehicles, injuring 4 people, and then running away from the scene.
Right.
On video. He's on video running away. But yeah, and he's never shown remorse or anything.
Right.
Even when when in court questioned by a judge, the judge questioned if his apology was insincere. He didn't care. Don't free 4. How about we execute 4?
I second that.
The false starts, I don't know about. The neutral zone thing normally isn't true. When the ref spots the ball, that is where the line of scrimmage is. If the center moves the ball backwards from there, you are still based on the line of scrimmage, not on the ball. That is how the rule works. I know rules aren't your strong suit, Grayson, because you don't know how to read. Got him.
Wow.
But if there are a bunch of false starts,
and if he could read, he doesn't follow them, so.
True.
He's just a rule breaker.
But they aren't, Grayson. You have to go off the line of scrimmage, not where the ball is. If rules are meant to be broken, then shut the fuck up.
I was about to say, you're literally arguing against yourself now.
Dumb bitch. That's so funny. That's so true, though. Crazy. Carson Wentz has the opportunity to rewrite history, and it's a picture of him standing injured with Nick Foles throwing, and then it's a picture of JJ standing there not in uniform and Carson Wentz in uniform. That's really funny. He does have a chance to rewrite history. Be the old man that nobody thinks is that good, come in, win a Super Bowl over the young quarterback that everybody thinks is the future. That'd be funny.
Right.
That means we're drafting an Oklahoma quarterback in 2 years, though. It's unfortunate.
Well, no, what's unfortunate is what'll happen is you'll get to the Super Bowl and lose to the Bills because you didn't have
the Bills ain't going to be there. Starting. What do you mean?
Let a man dream, okay? God damn.
No. Because you know what's still going to happen? I know they're 0-2, but it's still going to be the Chiefs, man.
No, they're not even going to make the playoffs.
Okay, dude.
They're going to lose to every team they play. They're going to not win a single game.
That would be cool.
That would be wild. Go from the Super Bowl to not winning a single game. Be the worst football team in the league.
Grayson, that's not how it works. It's also literally not possible. Wow. I do think it's crazy, the reaction to JJ. It's either, like, the only reaction I've seen is that he's just ass and it's all over. And it's like, have we ever watched a first-year quarterback play? Except for that 1 year of Patrick Mahomes. But I'm sorry, he might be the greatest quarterback to ever live. I'm not gonna compare anybody to Patrick Mahomes, you know? That's not fair to nobody. But it's like from the beginning of the season, like why would you be surprised if it was slow and conservative to start until he like started to figure it out? Even looking at the rookies last year, that was Bo Nix, that was Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels started off with 7 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in his first 8 games. And then had 18 touchdowns in his last 9. Bo had 8 touchdowns and then 21. Like, can we at least give the kid a full season? No, because he's hurt. But
it's like, yeah, even Josh Allen, when his first year actually starting a full football season, he made bad decisions. He was reckless with the football. sure it worked out every once in a while because he has a hell of a cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
But also, he turned the ball over like the most in all of the NFL football. So
I think I want to execute Adam Thielen currently. That is back-to-back games with drops on third down. One of them was a touchdown that he dropped.
yeah,
We traded for you because while you might be old, you are a reliable like a sure-handed receiver. That's what we were expecting. And you've gotten 2 important targets and you've dropped both.
yeah.
Also, I'm really concerned about TJ Hawkinson. He looks like shit, dude.
I don't know what the hell happened to him over the offseason.
Well, he wasn't good last year either. But last year he had the excuse of, well, he's just now coming off the injury from the year before. This year there is no excuse. You should be fully healthy. Why do you suck?
I think the Vikings just need to have a good game where both offense and defense click. You know?
Yeah, it's
kinda
going to
like-
be this week with Carson Wentz starting, and then I have to deal with that.
Yeah, because you got to listen to it. Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than McCarthy.
Apparently, probably. So, it's crazy.
Got more experience. That's about all I can say about him.
Yeah. Hey, if somehow we get 2016 Carson Wentz, fuck it. Leave him in there.
Fair.
We're not gonna, but if we somehow did. The problem is social media is insanely reactionary. True.
Yeah.
The issue that I'm having is realistically, there's not that much good to say about JJ currently. I mean, the fourth quarter of the Bears game was really good. And, like, there are still some throws. You see the arm strength. You see, like, the athleticism and ability to move around in the pocket, but something's just still off. Something's not clicking, and I don't know what it was. And, like, I get it. Second game of your career, whatever. Now we don't get to see you again. My guess is we won't see JJ McCarthy again until week 7.
Yeah.
Because, like, they said, like, 2 to 5 weeks. And my assumption is you're not going to want to bring him back for the Steelers or Jets overseas. And then we have our bye week. So,
Right.
week 7.
Yeah.
And
What sucks is
go ahead.
sometimes sprains take longer to heal than like an actual break. It's crazy how sprains work. Because they just like, it's like they heal, but it's like they don't go away. It's just a nagging pain that doesn't seem to want to go away, depending on what kind of sprain it is.
Yeah. When's Darisaw coming back? I have no idea. I thought he'd be back already, and now I'm wondering why we didn't put him on IR to open the year. Like,
Right.
unless he plays this week, but that would kind of piss me off. JJ's gone, and now you play the best left tackle in football? The fuck are we doing?
Right. At least if you put him in IR, you can, like, you know, bring someone up, you know, without I think, because how does that work? Because if they're on the injured reserve, they can I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
There's
know.
something to that where like you could elevate somebody to be there without taking like a penalty or something like that.
Right. Turf toe is what?
Oh, he's talking about
No, but is he randomly bringing up Burrow in a position where it doesn't matter, or does he think McCarthy has turf toe, or does he think Darisaw has turf toe? Is the duck just stupid? Right. Yeah. So there's short-term IR, which was what I was saying. If he's not going to play, if he wasn't going to play until week 4, why the fuck did he start on the active roster taking a spot?
Right. Yeah.
Turf toe is a horrible name for what's happening when you get turf toe.
Yeah. I have had it, I believe. Both toes at the same time. Because I was it was actually, I don't remember who we were playing, but it was at home. No, it was at their place, and they had turf. and I was running, and a kid tackled me from behind, and he just happened to catch me when both my feet were coming down. One was coming up, one was going down, and he got both my feet like this, and so I landed flat-footed and then rolled forward, so it rolled my toe because there's no give when you play on turf. It's like in grass, your toe just slips, cuts through the grass and through the mud or whatever, and you're good to go. But turf, there's no give, so it just oh,
that's crazy. Carson Wentz is going to start for his 6th team in 6 seasons, which is something no quarterback in NFL history has ever done.
Well, you have been saying it. When you play for the Vikings, they do the best they've ever played. So,
hey, if that's true, he was an MVP in 2016. Well, until he got hurt, he was the front runner for MVP. So MVP Wentz loading. Look, I'm still all in on JJ, but I'm also whatever quarterback is out there is my quarterback. Like, that's just how it works. Steven, die.
I'll trade you Josh Allen for JJ and then become a Vikings fan. How about that?
Deal. Josh Allen and Justin Jefferson would go crazy.
That would be fucking nutty. Because Josh Allen would stand at the 1 yard line or in his end zone and throw it to the other end zone, and Jay Jettas just outran everybody, and he's just
even if he
there
doesn't outrun everybody, he'll just catch it. He doesn't do shit. Crazy.
But I can't tell you how many times I've seen Jettas 20 yards wide open from the next defender, but the quarterback didn't have the arm talent to get it to him because it was thrown across his body to the other side of the field. Doesn't matter where Josh Allen's at. He can throw it to you. That's his one thing.
Damn, we're only like an hour away from football tonight, I think.
Oh, yeah. Who plays?
Raiders, Chargers, and Texans, Bucks.
That's right.
So hopefully some good football, unlike whatever last night was. I hate that the Vikings have one non-primetime game this week and then technically 2 more primetime games in a row. Because I know it's 7 a.m., but they're the only football game on that's primetime to me.
Right.
I also have to wake up at 7 a.m. to watch football.
I hate how much it takes to fucking watch a football game anymore. Like, just to watch every Bills football game? Oh, this week you have to buy this app. Oh, this week you have to buy this app. And then they're like, oh, yeah, buy this app and you'll be able to watch it. So you buy the app. And then they're like, oh, yeah, you can't watch it because it's regionalized. So you're not in their region. You can't watch it.
Steven, the thing I'm unhappy about is that it's 7 in the fucking morning. And I'm also unhappy about primetime when literally 50% of my team isn't playing. It really, dude, what is it? It's the thing again. The Vikings doing that thing where every, odd numbered year, everyone gets hurt and everything sucks.
Right.
Grayson, network television doesn't exist, so shut the fuck up. Network television ended about 6 years ago. I know cable exists, but no one cares. No one has it, except for your grandma.
I just want to see what the Bills are like with like a full roster where they're not injured.
No, we'll never see that for either of our teams.
I know. But it was really nice to have Tre'Davious White back. I think he played really well, and it showed.
See, so what I was saying about every other year being bad, the Vikings haven't made the playoffs in back-to-back seasons since 2008 and 2009. Season's cooked. Wrap it up. Wrap Christian Darrisaw and JJ and Bubble Wrap will come back. That's not true. I need JJ out there getting his ass beat. That's how you learn.
Right.
So maybe don't wrap Darrisaw up either, but don't.
It only took Allen until he was 29 to figure it out.
True.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I do love everybody bringing up that Mahomes can't hit a deep ball currently either, because, you know, I thought it was only J.J. McCarthy who can't figure out how to hit a wide open receiver, but the best quarterback in the sport can't either.
Right. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and say that probably Lamar is the best quarterback in the league, even over John. Or even
I
over,
can't do the
Patrick
thing,
Mahomes
man.
Right now.
I can't do it yet. It's the Brady thing. It's like as Miller put it, and Grayson says I can't make this reference, but Grayson can die in a fire because no one cares. Wonder don't save him. Give it 10 minutes, then go in. Wait until the screams stop, and then you're good. That's crazy.
This has got wild,
it
bro.
It did. No.
Fucking morbid up in this bitch.
It did. That was crazy. No, but it's the you know, the entire time Brady was in the league, it's like, oh, Big Ben might be the best quarterback in football, except for Brady, of course. Peyton Manning might be the best quarterback in football, except for Brady, of course. Drew Brees might be the best quarterback. Or the Justin Jefferson thing. Well, Jamar Chase might be the best receiver in football, except for Justin Jefferson, of course. Right.
I don't know, but I feel like stats-wise, last
stats
2
don't
years,
mean shit.
Well, consistency, like percentiles when it comes to
all of the percentiles also come down to could your receiver catch the ball, and we've seen in a history for the Chiefs that their receivers drop passes all the time. Mahomes' numbers from yesterday look bad because he threw a pick, except he didn't. He threw a touchdown to Travis Kelce, who handed it to a defender because he couldn't catch. Like, you can't just go, well, the numbers say, because the numbers are wrong. Watching them play, there's still no quarterback you'd rather have on your team than Patrick Mahomes. There's just not.
I don't know. I really thought that Lamar was throwing more talented footballs and doing more with the football than Patrick Mahomes.
I tend to agree. I can't. Mahomes.
Even
if
you took Patrick Mahomes and put him on the Ravens and took Lamar and put him on the Chiefs, I still think Lamar would outshine right now. I don't know what the hell is going on with Mahomes. I'm not saying he's bad by any means.
Well, if the drop problem stays the same, I think it would end up being about the same for Lamar and like for the Chiefs player. I think Mahomes would do worse, but that's because the Ravens offense exists only because like it is built to have a running quarterback like Lamar, and Mahomes, as great as he is, can't do that. Josh Allen could.
Right. It's
Jaden
not
Daniels
that's
could, but like
you take any other quarterback in the league except for Lamar and throw them on the Bills are nothing. They are insignificant. Not even going to win their division.
I was going to say, I feel like it's the same for the Ravens. The Ravens are kind of over. Their defense is overrated. I don't know if I was talking to you about it or if I just brought it up on Run the North, but the Ravens defense has forced in his career one turnover for Lamar in the playoffs ever. That's it. One turnover. So it's the thing of like the Ravens defense gets viewed as this like great defense because they like don't allow a lot of yards, but somehow they allow a lot of points, but they never force turnovers and they never can make a play when it matters. The Ravens defense doesn't have a closer.
Right.
This is true. The Chiefs have not had great roster management despite winning and getting to multiple Super Bowls. That's the Mahomes effect, is he's working with a really trash roster constantly. We just don't acknowledge it because they're still undefeated somehow, and that's Mahomes.
Right. I think, honestly, they're shooting themselves in the foot a little bit by
constantly
by having Mahomes win.
Yeah.
And then they don't get picks. You know, I think they do well with the picks they do have.
I don't. I really don't.
I didn't think they did bad with their picks
this year. They did fine because they got a guy who should have been a top 10 pick. The best tackle in the class fell to them in the 30s. Like, but like the 1 year, I gotta look at the years because I don't want to get it wrong. So like this year, I think they did well. Last year, I still don't understand Xavier Worthy. I get he's fast, but he wasn't even a top 5 receiver available at their pick, he's just fast. Their first round pick the year before, Felix Anudike-Uzomah, was not good in college. Why is he a first round pick for you other than the hometown kid thing? When literally the best corner in the draft went with the next pick, Joey Porter Jr. Like, what do we do? Well, Christian Gonzalez also exists, but there were injury concerns, and there still are. This is his third year. He's played one season, and he's missed games this year already. What else happened? Sam Laporta and Michael Mayer, two of the better tight end prospects we've seen, go right after that. Steve Avila could have fixed some of their guard problems. There were like actual good defensive ends still on the board. Brian Branch was still on the board. Like the places where they had big needs, they still just said, no, we're going to take this developmental edge, even though we don't have any good edge rushers. And oh, shocker, it didn't work out.
That was one thing I wanted to bring up. Like, there was so many people that talked so much shit about the Bills not taking Xavier Worthy.
He was not the choice. Well, Adonai Mitchell was the choice in that class. I still don't understand what anybody was doing.
What I was going to say, I would have rather had Mitchell over Worthy. But also, I think with how the Bills play, I think Coleman was the choice that was best for the Bills, because they weren't looking for the best route runner, the fastest receiver. They were looking for somebody that they could toss a ball up to, and he was going to jump and come down with it.
The issue is I just want...
They needed a contested player.
Adonai plays so much like CeeDee Lamb, and I just think Josh with a guy like that would be fun. A guy who's just always open.
Yeah.
Because Keon is Keon, good or bad, but like he's not always open. Adonai's always open.
Right.
And I don't know. I'd like that more, but let's see. Yeah. What else did the Chiefs do that year?
Yeah. I think Shakir is more of their, because, he's a slot receiver and they do a lot with their slot receivers. But Shakir's the fast guy that slips through gaps and ends up in the wide open, and then, I don't know. I feel like they got enough talent at wide receiver that there's causing issues with receivers or with defensive backs being able to cover them all, because they're just good enough to be like, all right, so who do we play our number one cornerback on? Like every team usually goes all or nothing on a, Jamar Chase or a Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
And then that's an easy decision. Okay, we're going to put our best cornerback on Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. What do you do with the Bills? Who do you put your best cornerback on? Because they're all about the same level of play that, you're not going to put them on the slot guy, but you don't want to have a, slow person or a not a very good cornerback on Shakir, So I can see how it's working for him, but I don't know. It's weird to me how we got to where we're at.
But I don't know. I think, or even going back to last year, the Xavier Worthy pick, I'm just still looking at things. Because, there were better receivers that went right after, but there were also, again, this team had a lot of needs. Tyler Guyton could have been a tackle for them that would have been helpful. Jerzon Newton in the interior could have been cool. Cooper DeJean and Kool-Aid McKinstry, the two best corners last year, were just sitting there. And Kamari Lassiter, who's been the best corner from that draft class in the league. There were just so many guys that they could take, and I think they take the wrong pick all the time. The Chiefs very much to me look like they're copying the Eagles with we want to draft guys behind other guys so that they can develop into great players. The issue is you're drafting guys as developmental pieces in positions where you don't have any guys for them to develop behind.
Right.
I understand you draft and stash a defensive tackle behind Chris Jones, but you don't take a developmental edge rusher when you don't have any edge rushers. You don't take a developmental corner when you don't have a corner. You don't take a developmental receiver when you don't have any good receivers. You don't take a developmental offensive tackle when you need an offensive tackle to start right away. It's just bad process. Shout out my old merch line. And that's why the Chiefs are constantly in this position, because they have their hits and they've had good draft classes. 2022 was incredible with McDuffie and Karlaftis and Brian Cook and Leo Chenal and Isaiah Pacheco. He was in that class also. But also, you took Sky Moore in the second round that year, who was not a good enough receiver to draft, especially as high as you did. Because where did they end up? Yeah, Sky Moore went at pick 54. Trey McBride, top 5 tight end, went with the next pick.
Right.
I'm sure there's another receiver. Nick Benito went right after that. James Cook, you could have just had James Cook and never let the Bills get him. Trying to see other receivers in that class. And it's pretty okay. Trying to see if there were any really good receivers that went after. Oh, hey, Kobe Bryant, the GOAT. Best safety in the game now.
You should have seen me screaming at that James Cook run that he had. Where he, like, jumped over a guy, cut to the left, and then like cut to the right real hard to the wide open and ran to the end zone. I was screaming. I was like, yeah, earn that money. You earn that money.
That's crazy. Damn, Romeo Dobbs was in that draft class. Speedy Naylor was in that draft class. Calvin Austin III was in that class. Those are like, Khalil Shakir was in that class. Those are NFL players, and instead you picked Sky Moore. Or if you were trading up for a receiver, you should have traded up any of the 3 spots ahead of you and gotten Alec Pierce or George Pickens, who were also just right there on the board.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, their ability to draft has been bad. Grayson, you don't have to go to another sport to look at a team that can't draft around their star quarterback. The Colts with Peyton exist. You don't have to go to another sport. Peyton always had receivers that looked good because he's goddamn Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But the only offensive linemen he had that were any good were there basically the entire time with him or were free agency pickups. Kind of the same as the Chiefs. Though they did draft Creed Humphrey, which huge shout out to them because he's the best center in football. But yeah, right. That's true. The Chiefs have been winning, but like going back to some Peyton years, his last healthy year, they drafted Jerry Hughes, who ended up being a good player for everyone except the Colts, Pat Angerer, who was not good, and then no other guys who were anything of substance in the league. The year before that, they took Donald Brown at running back in the first round, who was never good. And Fili Moala at defensive tackle. Yo, shout out Austin Collie in the 4th round, though. Too bad Peyton kept getting that motherfucker killed.
Right.
Peyton had to have, like, hated that guy or something. There's no way you leave your receiver out to dry that many times.
I was about to say, let's lay the ball out in front of him so he has to dive and get murdered by the DB that's coming across the field.
2008, they got Mike Polak and Philip Wheeler. 2007, they got Anthony Gonzalez and Tony Ugo. You know, Anthony Gonzalez, famous wide receiver. In 2006, though, he got Joseph Adai, who was really good if he could stay on the fucking field.
Right.
Then the year before that, Marlon Jackson, Kelvin Hayden, and Vincent Burns, who doesn't even have a Pro Football Reference page. The amount of bad players who, like, you can get a Pro Football Reference page for Josh Mallard, a 7th-round pick in 2002, but I can't get one for a 3rd-round pick in 2005. Do you know how ass you gotta be? Oh, hey, Bob Sanders, though. So let's see. 1st-round hits. They had some early on. You had Reggie Wayne. You had Dwight Freeney. You had Dallas Clark. You had Bob Sanders. So you had 4 in a row. And then suddenly you get Marlon Jackson and Kelvin Hayden. So you've got Joseph Adai, Jerry Hughes, Anthony Costanzo. Those are the 3 picks from 2004 until Andrew Luck showed up in 2012. They hit on a first-round pick 3 times. Did they hit on actual picks fucking ever? Let me count how many players they hit on. Jerry Hughes was good, but not for them. Donald Brown was fine. Austin Colley's fine. Pat McAfee. Jacob Tamme, he was a solid backup tight end. Pierre Garçon. Joseph Adai. Charlie Johnson. Antoine Bethea. They hit on 8 players in that entire time. They drafted 8 guys who were NFL caliber players in that entire time. The Colts failed Peyton. The fact that he ever won them a Super Bowl is crazy.
Right.
Pat McAfee famously couldn't hold and lied to the GM at the time. True. It's true. Damn it, it's true. So yeah, just if you want a comp for Mahomes, truly, it's Indy when they had Peyton. That's crazy. So Mahomes is going to end up on the Tennessee Titans later and lead them to a Super Bowl. Well, he's going to lead them to the best offense of all time, and then when he's crumbling, his defense is going to carry him to a Super Bowl, actually. A reverse Peyton, some say. That's what I'll be calling it, too. I'll be calling it the reverse Peyton.
What about second Super Bowl?
Right. But, yeah, that's... Suddenly, the Colts are maybe starting to figure it out, getting Latu and Adonai last year, and then Tyler Warren's been sick already. Tyler Warren's so good. That's true, Grayson, it does. Let's go do a reverse Peyton. What do you do? What do you do?
Reverse Patton.
Reverse Patton. Ooh, that sounds crazy. Yeah, no. God, those Colts teams were... I don't know how they were so good. And, I mean, Peyton was still part of the problem because you can't get into, like, the AFC Championship game against Brady and then throw 3 picks and then wonder why you lost. But
right.
Just yell Omaha when you're about to bust. That's crazy. Omaha. It's because they got rid of the blue face mask. I don't think that's why, but they should bring the blue face mask back. I think a lot of teams need to change their face mask. The Bills, if you're going to stick with the shitty white helmet, you need a red or a blue face mask. I don't care which. Right. The Vikings need to switch to white or gold. The Cardinals need to switch to red. The Raiders, I don't know if they should switch, but they need a helmet with a black face mask. The Dolphins should do something. I just don't like an all-white helmet unless you're trying to do like a full whiteout uniform, and even then I don't like it. Do the Vikings thing and go chrome. Looks more icy that way.
Show you ice.
What does that even mean? Oh, how the hell does that even work? I don't know. Yeah, I still don't get the thing. What?
I try, but unfortunately he has a Social Security and the birth certificate, so
that's crazy. The I'd try is crazy. Yeah, so I still don't understand this theory that what the Vikings are hiding behind the injury just so they can bench JJ. And like because the theory is he kept playing and it's not like he got it taped up then showed up very sore this morning and got diagnosed with an ankle sprain. And it's immediately, well, why did they rule him out so early then? It's like, because it's a sprained ankle. And that happens with every player except for Mahomes in the playoffs, who then says, no, fuck you, I'm playing. And you know what? I bet if this was AFC Championship or NFC Championship game weekend, I bet you JJ would play.
Right.
What the fuck are we doing?
I say I literally broke my ankle and continued to play.
Why'd they take him out so early? Because he has a high ankle sprain and is going to miss multiple weeks. I don't understand.
He's missing a leg. Why is he not playing?
I don't understand it.
I bet that's a boss. That's somebody's boss out there, where they literally call him and say, "Yeah, I lost both my legs in a chainsaw accident. I'm at the hospital." And then the boss continues to go, "So, are you going to be to work tomorrow?
You going to be here tomorrow?
So you're going to be here tomorrow, right?"
Are you going to be here tomorrow? Because I'm not. But yeah, dude, it's ridiculous seeing that all over my Twitter. Seeing Vikings fans also be like, well, if Wentz plays good, it's going to get messy. No, it won't. If Wentz plays good, okay, well, it'll depend. Does Wentz play good this week without Aaron Jones, Christian Darrisaw, and Ryan Kelly? Because if he does, then maybe we have some questions that we have to ask, at least until he's better. But, like, does he get the entire healthy O-line? Even if Aaron Jones is out, does he get the best left tackle in football and an all-pro center back in the same game? No, Addison's back in 2 weeks. He 4-game suspension, I think.
Yeah.
But, like, it's like if he gets the offensive line full of all pros and then our first-round pick this year back, I don't think I'm going to give all the credit to Carson Wentz. I think I'll give it to, like, a healthy offensive line. That's my thought. Like, unless Carson Wentz goes out there and looks like 2016 Wentz, and then you just do the Case Keenum thing where, yeah, Bradford is our starter and the guy we like more, but also you can't bench this guy playing like this. Or like Darnold through the first 10 weeks of last year, and then week 11 happened. Like, but if he's out there and he's playing fine, no, you just take the keys away.
Right.
Good, you didn't crash the car. Good job. Like, it's
Might have scratched it a little, but you didn't crash. I did my first NHL draft. That was different.
yeah, I don't know how to talk to you about that one, man. I don't know anything about it.
All I know is it takes forever. There's 22 rounds. And then it's weird because like it does like a division thing, which I guess fantasy does that sometimes too, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I had no clue what I was doing. Apparently I ended up with a fairly good team. But we'll see. I think I'm going to stick with my football though. Or I need to start doing a lot more research in NHL, which I don't mind watching hockey.
All right, so
But
when are you guys
deal-
coming down here to go to a hockey game?
I don't know. All I know is that if I happen to win this league, the whole league pitches together to buy a $300 jersey for you.
Nice. So you're going to have to pick a team.
Yes, and all I was going to do is like Google who has the best jersey in hockey. Like the best looking jersey.
So okay. So I don't like Jedi, stop pushing shitty Philadelphia propaganda, man. God damn it. I think I love the Kraken's jersey. I think the Wild it depends on who you are. I don't like the color combo of red and green that much, but maybe you do. Their logo is one of my favorite in all of sports, though. The Minnesota Wild's logo is sick. I don't hate the Avalanche. Orange and black is sick. Orange and black is fine. Grayson's trying to push you to become a Chicago Blackhawks fan. Don't. It's a Chicago sports team. That's all you need to know.
Right.
And it's not the one single year where the Cubs were relevant. Let's see. Where does this list put the teams that you guys have said? I'm looking at a list. Blues is the move. Trust. I don't. Do you really want to share the same hockey team to root for as your DM who misses games all the time? He's not listening to me, chat. Ooh, that Toronto Maple Leafs jersey's sick as hell. I said their logo's good, not their jersey. The Edmonton Oilers are all right. I like the away for the Buffalo Sabres, and then, hey, it's Buffalo. The San Jose Sharks have a sick-ass color scheme. Yeah, I'm not a Wild fan. I don't have a hockey team yet. And if I end up with one, there's a decent chance it ends up being the Avalanche, just because I get to go there a lot.
Right.
So,
Aren't the Avalanches decent every once in a while?
the Avalanche are really good. They have some of Nathan McKinnon's one of the best players in hockey. I know a couple things.
I mean, the Tampa Bay Lightning kind of have a cool.
See, there you go. I look up the Toronto Maple Leafs black jersey because that one's sick as hell. I mean, we can. I have to figure out how to pay to get there, but good. I also, like I said, I think the Sharks are good. The Boston Bruins, I like the color scheme, but it's Boston. So, like, you know. I'm tempted
that's
to
kinda
go.
cool.
That's creepy. Also, why are the Anaheim Ducks that color now? Those jerseys are weird. We are so distracted. But why did they change their color to orange? They used to have like that like teal color. What happened?
Yeah, I do like the Boston Bruins. That's kinda
Right?
cool.
But it's Boston.
I know.
Oh, well, Grayson, I don't watch hockey. And also, if they're buying you a jersey, try to convince them to get there's I don't know exactly what they're called. Let me look them up. I want one for the Vikings and for the Rockies. But they make hockey jersey hoodies. So it's like the jersey, but it's a hoodie. And you can still get player names and stuff. Those are sick as hell. I want one so bad. The Rockies ones are sick.
What's this pink jersey?
I don't think it's
Pink and blue.
I don't think it's an official team jersey,
Oh, that's not a real jersey.
unfortunately.
Damn. I like pink and blue.
Right? So do I. That's why it's my colors.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. You could always be a Pittsburgh Penguin fan. Dallas Stars. Ooh, you could always go the Washington Capitals because they have Alexander Ovechkin, who maybe is the second greatest hockey player of all time, but also probably not because it doesn't matter. The fight for second doesn't matter because no one's ever catching first. Ovi is way older than me. He was around with the dinosaurs, man. That's true, Steven. Don't pick Dallas. They'll randomly trade their best player for no reason. He won't even want out. They'll just trade him.
The Thrashers?
The who?
Thrashers? Is that a real team?
Certainly doesn't sound like a real team. Anybody know anything about the Thrashers?
It says NHL Thrashers jersey.
Who the hell are the Thrashers?
Is that another Chicago team or something?
There's no.
Atlanta Thrashers?
That can't be a real team. Thrashers were in Atlanta. They've been disbanded. Oh. They're not a real team anymore.
That's perfect. I'd buy that jersey. Because I'm not a real hockey fan.
True. Oh, no, wait, what? Oh, they're now the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh,
And I don't know if Wonder's got it in him to root for a Canadian team. And if he does, he should pick a better one than the Jets.
yeah, I don't know. I'm picking whoever has the best jersey.
That's
That's
all
not a
opinion,
Chicago team.
because weirdly, I really like only the black Buffalo Sabres jersey. I really like that one. Love the San Jose Sharks jerseys. Those are nice. The Avalanche ones aren't bad, even though I don't love red and blue as my color scheme. But
Right.
I like the Toronto Maple Leafs one because the black and blue. It's very... The blue is like your setup colors.
Right.
Like, or the logo that you have that I don't think you've ever used for anything, but does exist.
It's on my monitors.
Nice. He uses it for
My
something.
background. It's also my background for like my Discord.
True, I forgot it is
Logo.
your Discord logo. Yeah. Bills and Jets fan would be funny though. That's true. I'm a Bills fan and a Jets fan. Well, you like the New York Jets? No, Winnipeg. Tampa Bay Lightning, I also like theirs. They're pretty good. I really like the
I'm not
Seattle
saying that-
Kraken.
That's one of my favorites. Is the
Oh,
Tampa
here.
Bay
There's
Lightning.
I looked it up. I'm on the Hockey Fanatics website. It gives me like all of them in one spot. So I can just scroll. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Carolina Hurricanes isn't bad. I don't love them, but black and red is always a good color combo. Also the new Utah. Oh, wait. Because this is last year's. Where's the Utah Mammoth? You might actually like them. Ooh, look up the Utah Mammoth. Because I like that color scheme. And at least the one jersey with the Mammoth logo is nice as hell. Only hockey jersey worth a damn. True, Jedi. Good shout. TheGeekSlays.com. I don't like the white jersey as much. It's not bad. I just don't like the diagonal letters.
Right.
But the one with the big Mammoth logo on it, nice as hell. I like that one.
That's kind of cool.
And there's a decent chance I go to a Utah Mammoth game because they're cheap. That's what it matters. That's the fuck. Yep. Thoughts?
Sure.
I was gonna go look, at the Avalanche games that are the cheapest to go to. There's a Utah Mammoth one coming up where I can get tickets for $10, but it's a preseason game, so I'm not counting it.
I really like the Boston one, but also the Boston.
$58
Boston.
for the Mammoth game. Ooh, only 33 to go to the Hurricanes, only 23 to see the Devils, 24 to see the Lightning, 22 to the Ducks, 34 to the Sharks, 26 to the Panthers. Yeah, I don't know when I'll pick a hockey team, but at some point. Like I said, there's a world where it just ends up being the Avalanche because I get into it because I just keep going to Avalanche games.
Right.
Then it's just suddenly like, what about this team?
I don't hate the Seattle Kraken jersey either.
I like the Kraken. At least their jerseys.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not a. Yeah, Grayson, how are you so bad at everything?
Is that a real jersey? That's kind of cool. It's called the NHL Minnesota Wild Special Design with Northern Lights hockey jersey. That's so cool.
Crazy, dude. I don't get it. Did Spotify kidnap you? What do you mean? Oh, I've returned from Spotify. I don't know how to read anymore. I spent too much time with Grayson yesterday.
That's fair. I don't know. I'm not gonna win that league anyway. So I don't even know why I'm looking. I do know one thing. I need to get my ass rolling for. I need the shot. Cause I smell like a dead elk. So
There
I know it's
weirdly
weird.
there are worse smells.
Yes, there are worse smells, but they're extra rank right now because they're rutting.
Ah, fun.
So they just like to pee all over themselves, and it just stinks. So I know it's weird to shower before you go to play some kind of sport, but I also don't want to smell like ass. So
No, that's real. That's real.
I'll just shower when I get back too.
That's also real.
Yeah.
All right, I guess here's I don't know, that's the end of this. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.